Between the Silver Sea and the Sea of Serpents lies the land of Deltora, a land of magic protected by 7 powerful gems and 7 tribes that each gem represents. In the south of Deltora lies the capital city of Del. Within the city, a magical artifact protects the land. The belt of Deltora holds each gem in place, around the waist of the king, but shadows creep from the north and invade the land. The belt is broken, the gems are lost, the king beaten, the Shadow Lord won. Come and follow the quest of Leaf, Barda, and Jasmine as they save Deltora. With us, your hosts, Theron the Monster Lover and Heath the Hateful. This is the Pod of Deltora. Hello everyone.
Once again, we are your hosts, Heath the Hateful
and Theron the Monster Lover. So we forgot to mention this in the last episode, but they burnt the city of rats to the ground.
With all the rats in it. They burned that down.
And now they're on their way to the shifting sands.
Yeah, no, when that scene happened in the book, I just wanted to listen to that song, that Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn.
Why
burn
not?
That mother down.
Why not? Fire! So, that's like, this is one of the books that I remember the least of.
What's the one with the rithmere games?
Well, I remember the rithmere games and stuff, but I don't. This is one of the ones, especially towards the end, I don't remember a lot of what happens. Especially, when we get to the Hive, the Guardian, and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, the Guardian is a little odd. Because so far it's been
an actual entity.
Yeah. Because you had the big Jailus Knight, Gorl, whatever his name was, and then you had Saldine, which you feel bad for.
And then Rhea.
Yeah, the big giant snake.
Rhea. R-H-E-A-H.
Rhea.
Yeah, Rhea. Yeah, so.
Anyways, this book picks up immediately. Boom. I mean, they're walking and you see the smoke rising in the background from the city of the rats.
And it summons an Akbaba.
Yeah.
So,
Akbaba!
So they reach the end of the plain.
Have we gone over what the Akbaba are?
Huh?
Have we gone over the Akbaba?
Yeah, we went over what the Akbaba were in the prologue.
Because it's been a minute since we recorded.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because we did, because we record these in 2 episodes at a time.
Yeah.
So, we are just now just like Leaf, Barda, and then we're going straight into the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this episode will be released next week.
Yes. But they see an Akbaba and they have to hide from it for a little bit.
So they jump into the water that's back into the canal of water that surrounds the
city of the rats.
Surrounds the plains, which is apparently man-made. Keep the rats in.
Well, it was a river that got diverted to go around Hira to keep the rats in.
And this is also where Jasmine's once again the MVP, because once the Akbaba shows up, they are forced to hide in the river using Leaf's cloak, which once again, Leaf's cloak saves the day, and the fish decides to help them because she talks to the fish.
She can apparently speak.
And I think this
as well.
This is around the time when Barda starts to believe.
Begrudgingly, yes.
It's just she talks to trees, she talks to the thing, and now the fish are helping us. Maybe she's not crazy.
Yeah.
And they end up hiding underwater, and Leaf and them are certainly just trying not to drown.
Yeah.
And they end up coming up on the other side, safe sound after the Akbaba disappears, and goes to do his reporting. So the next day happens after Leaf and Jasmine and all them sleep. Jasmine decides to go walk around and finds apples.
Yep.
Still some apples. And then even like she eats some, and then Barda and Leaf is like, okay, I'll take some apples. Not aware of where they're at.
No.
Unfortunately, they're caught by the old woman,
Queen Bee.
the queen bee, and who is like, I'd say what Queen Bee is probably one of your favorite character of this book.
Of this book, yeah, probably, yeah. 'Cause she's a feisty old broad.
And you come to find out why you love her because you come to find out this is Stephen's mother.
Yes.
So
and she, yeah, because they walk up on her orchard and just start gobbling up apples, and she's like, "What are you doing? Every apple is accounted for. I can't afford for you to eat my apples." They're like, "Chill out, old lady." And
she
then
summons the bees.
Yeah, she has a swarm of bees that just like live in her clothing. Because she also makes
Queen Bee cider.
Yeah.
For the Rithmere games, but also for the Resistance.
Yes. And so yeah, she makes them pay, doesn't she? Yeah.
She makes them pay, but also it's just like she flat out says, I'm gonna have my bees kill you. And just like I just imagine her just having like this huge cloak and kind of does a Batman kind of like I am vengeance.
Think of like a 4'9" fat little old lady. Wingspan.
Flings out her coat. And then bees just start swarming.
But yeah, no, Jasmine has to give her the rest of her money.
Well, some of it.
They don't have any, they have like 2 coins left by the time they get the rithmere.
Oh, well, they do until they get the rithmere, then they make it back.
Yeah, so that's the only way the Queen Bee does not kill them.
Yeah.
Is that Jasmine gives her the rest of her money.
Yeah, she ends up like calming down and just like, okay, then you're forgiven. Then they ask her where the nearest town is, and they say, okay, then just keep following this road and you'll see Rithmere. And then they go on their merry way. So once they enter Rithmere, when they start going to Rithmere, they start meeting a bunch of people. And then they learn about the Rithmere Games, which is this huge tournament-style fighting arena. It's the Coliseum. And everybody shows up every year to try their luck at the win. But then they start hearing rumors about last year's winner just completely disappeared and left.
Yeah, and that seems to be the trend, that when you win, you take your, how many, it was 1,000 gold pieces or something like that?
Yeah, and you just
abscond to parts unknown.
Yeah. And then like we meet some new characters and stuff. So then they end up running it, like once they decide to enter Rithmere, they end up trying to find a place for lodging. And but they have no money. So they end up running into a guy named Ferdinand, who runs a game called Beat the Bud.
Yeah, and what happened to his bird?
Bird died.
His bird died.
I think he killed.
But it's just a rigged crowd game, and he promises to pay.
So you get like 1, 2, or 3 gold coins or something like that.
I can't remember the game, but essentially he needs a bird to operate it, and so Cree does it,
and
for
Cree's Raven and all that
a
stuff.
gold coin or something. But the guy's a cheat. Anybody that wins his game, they don't win a lot, and they're plants in the crowd.
Yeah,
or whatever. It's all rigged. Yeah. And he's just a jerk about the whole thing.
And the thing is, like, even Jasmine's just like, and the funny thing is, like, Barda and Leaf are just like mesmerized.
We can win so much. And
Jasmine's just like, you idiots.
Yeah, you moron. You can see this is rigged, right?
Right, yeah. And so, like, and she's the one who makes the deal with him. It's just like, no.
But that's the trend with Barda and Leaf, is they just are completely naive. And I don't know if it's because, had either of them ever left Dell? I know Leaf had never, but Barda? I mean, he grew up in the palace as a guard. His mother lived there. And then he just stayed in Dell.
Like protecting
Leaf. They're extremely naive.
And Jasmine's the only one who's the smart one. She makes the guy pay them up front.
Yeah.
For the services. You said you only get 20 turns or
something
10
like
turns
that.
or something like that, a certain amount of time, and he starts making his money back. It's just I think 2 copper pieces for a chance to win 1 silver coin or something I think it was all silver.
But however many times that they agreed that Kree was going to run this machine, that comes and goes, and Jasmine's
he pays them 1 silver coin to spin the wheel 30 times.
30 times. And they hit 30, and Jasmine's like, okay, we got a coin, let's go. And that guy does not want them to go. And so a tussle breaks out.
And Kree reveals that
it's all rigged.
And runs the guy out of town. Because he's saying,
because everybody's like,
he's limp, he's beggared, he's
I've got no money, and yada yada, and he's got a bag of coins. And so the crowd drives him off.
Yeah, and if you don't win, you win a wooden bird.
Yeah, so useless wooden bird.
Yeah, you come back with a prize. Yeah, so after the 13th try, Kree reveals that Ferdinand has rigged the wheel. He manages to escape, and Jasmine picks up a wooden bird.
Yeah.
And they get some money out of
it. Yeah, and then they go to
the Champion Inn.
Champion Inn.
Run by Mother Brightly.
So I immediately was like, something's off about this lady. She's working for the Shadow Lord, and I know it. Because she's just because they're like, oh, how much is it to stay here? And she's like, how much do you have?
We have 1 silver coin.
We've got half a penny, ma'am. And she's like, that's okay. Have some food, have some drink, have this nice soft bed. I'm like, no. Anything that's too good to be true in life or in this book are too good to be true.
And because they decide to enter the tournament, so a good chunk of everything they do is paid for by the tournament.
Well, and she's running the tournament.
Yeah, she runs the tournament.
And you find out later why she's so nice and gregarious. And it's because she is working for the Shadow Lord.
Yeah. So, and to hide their identities, they decide to change their names right there on the fly.
Yeah.
Which was
Jesus. Barda should never be trusted with thinking on his feet ever with this group.
Barda is Barry. Birdie is Jasmine. And Leaf becomes Twig.
Yeah.
Barry, Leaf, and Twig, and Birdie. So they basically follow, and also you start seeing a lot of all the people, with it, who we will talk about here in a little bit. But there's no weapons are allowed in the inn.
Yeah.
So they are taken away.
Yeah.
And they are locked up. But also with it, they're locked in the cupboard. Their measurements are taken for all their clothes, and then they have to choose between 3.
Oh yeah, because she wants to know what's you have a special talent. What's your strength?
I'm God.
Yeah, but no, it's
strength, agility, and
speed. Yeah. And so during the games they're going to be matched up against differing other types.
So Barda's strength.
Yeah.
Leaf is speed. Jasmine's agility.
Yeah. And so, but what is it? They find that they are locked in their rooms.
So somebody ends up coming in for the night.
Yeah.
And kind of breaks in and runs out.
Yeah.
They don't get locked in until after this incident. Because then, the next day it happens, they do a lot of their challenges and stuff after they let Mother Brightly know. She's like, oh no, this can't happen again. Not in my Champion Inn. So that's when she decides, okay then, because of this incident, everybody gets locked up in the rooms until the morning.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But then somebody
locks them in the room for good.
Yeah, and they can't get out until Mother Brightly just happened to... just happened to hear them. It's just oh, I was getting ready to come cheer for you at the games, and then
she's so
go.
over the top.
You must go!
Which is very sus, as the kids would say.